Hey guys, it's Laurence Bradford from Learn to Code with Me, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get a website online in less than 12 minutes. Few things first, you need a text editor to do this. I'm using Sublime Text. You can find out more at sublimetext.com. There's a free trial. It's awesome. I've been using it ever since I first started, and I think you'll really like it too. HTML is the layout or the structure or the content of all web pages. You need HTML to build a website, and that stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Everything today is going to be just HTML because we don't really have enough time to touch on the other things. However, I do want to briefly talk about CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and that is what defines the style of a web page. Things like the color, the sizing, the fonts, positioning, like where things are aligned and whatnot on the site. That's all CSS. Also, quickly, JavaScript is a very important part of web development. It's a bit more advanced than HTML and CSS, so if you're just starting, don't jump into JavaScript right away. Wait a little bit until you know more about HTML and CSS. But it's very lucrative, and it will make you stand out, and you'll get paid more and get better jobs if you know JavaScript. Lastly, NeoCities, that's what we're going to be using to get our site online for free. It's the first time I'm using NeoCities, so just be wary of that, but everything will be good. All right, let's get started. So what you want to do next is create a folder. I have mine on my desktop, and I have it named website because I'm not very creative, and create a file inside called index.html. The .html is what is important. That's the file type, an HTML file. Ignore the outline for now because that's just my notes here. And I just want to save it in a separate document. Okay, so to get started with an HTML page, you need the opening and closing HTML tags. This is basically signifying to the browser that the page is going to be hypertext markup language. Quickly, all tags for the most part are written like this, with an opening tag, which is a bracket as such. The tag name and the closing tag. Great, this is the next one, the head. So think of the head as like the top of the page. It's actually before the HTML is even read. Or no, okay, I just said that completely wrong. It's all the way at the very top before you can actually even see like the content on the browser page, and I'll show you in a second. So we want to put the title of the page in here. The title of my page is going to be my amazing website. Save. And then you can just open your file in your browser. Literally, take this file and just drag it into your browser, or just open it with Google Chrome. Mine's already open. I have to refresh because it was empty. And now you can see at the very top, it says My Amazing Website in like the tab name. So it's not actually on the page, right? The page is still white. It's just up here in the tab. And that is exactly what's going on in the head. You put other things in there with like SEO, your CSS files, so you can bring in all the great appearances for your website, things like that. So the next, what goes after the head? The body, of course. And the body is where basically everything else exists in your website. So there's a lot of different tags, especially with HTML5, that go beyond like body, head, title, but we're only going to cover the basics today. And the next one is the paragraph tag, which, as it sounds, it is wrapped around paragraph text. So luckily we don't have to write the whole word out. It's just a P, or the P tag, which means a paragraph tag. So this is a paragraph. Let's go back to our site, refresh. Again, file just open there. This is a paragraph. Okay, cool. I also want to talk really quickly about headings. There are 6 different kinds of headings: H1, H2, H3, all the way to H6. I really only use H1 to H4. And basically, it's kind of a way to do hierarchy on your website. So H1 would be the most important. So it'd be like the title of page. And then I would do with the H2 title of section, perhaps. That makes sense. Let's see here. So you can see there's the H1, title of page, title of section, and then this is a paragraph. Okay, cool. Got that done. Okay, and very importantly, we need a link. That's what the internet is made up of, right? Sharing links. So we have the A tag and then the href attribute. I'm actually not sure what href stands for. And then hold a closing A tag. But this is where the URL goes. So I want to link to my website, Learn to Code with Me. I'm going to take this link and I'm going to copy and paste it right in there. You see we got the HTTP and we have the rest of the URL. I'm going to show you. Hold on a second. This is my website. Okay? Refresh. Nothing shows up. Where's my website? That's because I didn't fill out the anchor text. This is the anchor text. It goes between the A tags, right before the closing tag. So learn to code with .me. And now when we go back, you're going to see, oh, there it is. This is my website, Learn to Code with Me. Click, and it works. Awesome. And lastly, of course, we want a really awesome image to be on my website. So this is with the image tag. And instead of an href, the image tag has a source. And the image tag also differs because it doesn't close the same way the others do. So it doesn't close like this. See, it doesn't even look right. See how it nicely color highlights? It closes like this. So typically we would want to, in our website folder, have an image and link to it that way, but because we're short on time, I'm just going to get my image from Twitter and just link right to it. So copy image URL, save, refresh. There we go. There's my image. Normally you wouldn't want to do this because it's called hot linking, and it's kind of like quote unquote illegal in the online world, because it's like you're taking an image from somewhere else and using it as your own. So you're kind of like using their server and using their storage. But for these purposes, it's fine. Great. So now it's time to get our awesome website online. I mentioned this in the intro. We're going to be doing this with neocities.org. This is a free website. I just created my account like 20 minutes ago, and it takes about 2 seconds. You just have to put in a password, a username, and your website name, and then you're done. So I'm going to edit my site. Right now, my site has all this stuff that I don't want, so I'm just going to delete it. Delete. Okay. delete. Oh, it doesn't allow me to edit that? Delete. Okay, cool. So it's my first time using NeoCities. Oh, wow. Okay. First time using NeoCities, right? Live. I thought I could just drag the file in, but you know what? Same name, not a huge deal. Ooh, and you're probably like, what is all this stuff? Well, it's not a big deal. We're just going to get rid of all of it. And save. Where's my photo? Oh no. There we go. So look, the site is online. I just copied and pasted. I'm so happy. I was nervous it wasn't going to work. It's the first time I ever used NeoCities, but I heard great things. And I just copy and pasted the code, and oops. And there we go. It's sorry, I keep saving it. My site's online. Same exact thing, and you can open this on any browser. It's going to work, and it's online. That's awesome, and it was way easier than I anticipated. So if you have a basic site like this, like just HTML and CSS, I highly suggest using NeoCities. There you have it. Get your website online in 12 minutes using NeoCities. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you come visit me back at my main site at Learn to Code with Me. That's where all the action takes place, and I have tons of great resources for people teaching themselves how to code. Have a good one.